Right now, nearly 19 million American households are stuck in a financial trap that you've probably never heard of, and it's quietly draining billions of dollars from families and communities every single year. These aren't people without jobs. They're not even people without bank accounts. In fact, these families are working, earning, but find themselves having to pay thousands of dollars in fees every single year just to touch their own money. It's a strange kind of financial limbo. These people are in the system, but are never truly a part of it. And the cost is not just in dollars. We're talking about missed opportunities, lost dreams, and the constant hum of financial distress. So in this video, we're gonna uncover who the underbanked truly are. And we're also gonna talk about the historical forces keeping them there and the roadmap that can pull someone, maybe even you, out of this system for good. Now, let's get our terms straight. You'll probably hear the words unbanked and underbanked, but they are two completely different groups. The unbanked are people who don't have any checking or savings account at all, thus putting them completely outside of the system. This is the reality for about 5.6 million American households. But the underbanked, this is a bigger, more complicated group. They have checking and savings accounts, but they find themselves having to rely on things like money orders, check cashing places, pawn shops, and payday loans just to get by on a day-to-day. And the latest FDIC survey found that about 14% of American families, which is about 19 million households, fall in this underbanked category. And it doesn't hit everybody the same. The chances of being underbanked are significantly higher in Black, Hispanic, and Native American households. But they're also higher in households that have disabilities, lower formal education, as well as single-parent households. This isn't an accident. This is a ripple effect of decades and even centuries of exclusionary financial practices. So why does this happen? From the outside, it's easy to assume that people are just bad with money, but the truth is, if you dig deeper, being underbanked often isn't a reckless choice. It's a defensive one. First, there is a long history of financial discrimination in the United States. Think of things like redlining, where banks outright refuse to serve certain communities based on race and neighborhoods. That history leaves scars that become generational mistrust over time. Then there's the fee minefield. We're talking about things like overdraft fees, minimum payment penalties, all just waiting for you to misstep one time. For someone living paycheck to paycheck, one wrong move can make their checking account go from a tool to a liability instantly. And if your account ever gets closed, you could find yourself in check systems, which with a negative effect can lock you out of certain bank accounts for years. Lastly, there's a lack of physical access. Entire neighborhoods, both rural and urban, have become banking deserts, where the nearest bank branch or ATM is miles away, but the nearest check cashing place or pawn shop is within a couple of blocks. These aren't personal failures, these are systemic roadblocks, and these roadblocks are charging families that are in this state every single day. So let's make the quiet crisis a little bit more visual. Meet Sarah, a single mom with a full-time job. She has a bank account, but a couple of overdrafts made her too afraid to use it. So every Friday, she takes her $600 paycheck to a check cashing place that takes 3%. That's $18 gone just for her to touch her own money. Over a year, that's nearly $1,000 lost. That's money that could have went to a down payment on a used car, a starter emergency fund, or money that could have went towards rent. But the bigger cost? No credit history. That means no chance at fair loan options, locked out of renting in potentially safer neighborhoods, and putting her stuck in a loop where predatory lenders are the only help available at the cost of triple-digit interest rates. Being underbanked doesn't just drain your wallet, it limits the amount of options you have until every decision feels like a risk. Now, breaking this cycle isn't easy, but it's absolutely possible. And you could do it in as little as 3 steps. Step 1 is to get a safe, reliable, and affordable account. Look for things like a bank-on certified account, a digital bank like SoFi or Current, or even a local credit union. These accounts are designed to be forgiving, even if you had troubles with banking in the past. The second step is to build your credit brick by brick. You can do this by using things like a secured credit card, a credit builder account, or even a rent reporting service. Every on-time payment you make is setting the foundation for your financial future. And I've also been there. When I was rebuilding my credit, I used the credit building app Self-Lender to help increase my score from 580 to 750 in just 4 years. And lastly, learn to spot the traps. Things like payday loans, check cashing places, rent-to-own stores. These conveniences often come with long, hefty lifetime costs. And the more you understand how these products work, the easier it is for you to avoid them. And if you need any help, there are plenty of nonprofit organizations as well as CDFIs that offer free financial coaching to help get you out of this space once and for all. So remember, there are 19 million American families that are going through this situation right now. And chances are there's one person probably watching this video. The more we talk about these things, the more we'll be able to help people break out of this situation. So if you fought this battle and found a solution out of it, do me a favor, drop it down in the comments below. Your story may just be the thing that helps change somebody else's life. And if you want more straight up deep dives into personal finance topics like this, hit the thumbs up and the subscribe button. Let's build a community where no one has to navigate these personal finance topics alone.